Hi, my name is James Stafford. I'm the creator of websitesmadeeasy.tv, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through a complete web hosting tutorial, as well as share my thoughts on hosting in general. This way you can make a confident and educated decision in terms of what's the right web hosting solution for you. Now, over the last 10 years, I've worked with lots of different web hosts and helped over 8 million people get started online with my YouTube videos, teaching them how to get started with their first website or blog. So, web hosting is of the utmost importance. Think of it like a virtual home that stores all your content, allowing you to have a place to live online.
If you want to build a website for your business, then you need to invest in a solid host. There's no way around it. So in this tutorial, you will learn what web hosting actually is, why you need it, and the various types of web hosting that are available, and how to actually get signed up and started with web hosting in less than 10 minutes. And also, I'm glad you clicked on this video because you're in for a treat. Not only will I walk you through a complete web hosting tutorial, I'm also going to give you access to my exact 3-step WTC system, which stands for website, traffic, and customers, that we currently sell for $497 for lifetime access. Now, this will teach you in detail how to properly create a website or blog that's primed to get you a ton of traffic and actual paying customers. Now, the reason that we're doing this is because more than 50% of people who get started with their website abandon it within 12 months. And that's because they have no idea how to make money from it. So we've partnered with HostGator to help fix that problem. And if you keep watching, I'll show you how. Again, my name is James Stafford, and my team and I have helped over 8 million entrepreneurs, small business owners, nonprofits, and personal brands properly build their websites and blogs and clarify their message with our how-to videos here on YouTube. And if we can help them, we can certainly help you get started too. Now, as mentioned, we partnered with HostGator to provide this offer and hosting for all our YouTube subscribers and Websites Made Easy members to ensure their website or blog is set up for success. So what is web hosting? Well, you can think of web hosting as a home where you store all of your things, except instead of storing furniture and household goods, you're storing all of the files necessary for your website to function. These files usually include your HTML and CSS files, which sounds like a bunch of garbly-gook, documents, media files, and more. The web host you end up choosing is the company that sells server space for you to rent out. Now, web hosts manage these servers and make it easy for you to host your site so visitors around the world can access these website files. But in order for your website to actually be online, you also need a domain name. Now, think of your domain name as the address of your house. It will be very hard to find your house without an address people can remember. Now, why do you need web hosting? If you want to have a website that you can call your own, then you need to invest in hosting. Fortunately, it doesn't even cost that much to have your very own piece of online real estate. Number one, you have control. When you have your website on a free platform like Blogger or Tumblr, you're taking a risk. In order for your website to remain online, you have to agree to their terms and conditions. There are plenty of horror stories online about site owners having their profitable websites taken down for breaking a certain rule or condition. Now, if you're serious about building out your website, then this is a risk you can't take. Even if your website does get back online, you'll end up losing crucial sales during that time period and can even annoy some of your site's visitors. Number two, more customization options. Another issue with free hosting platforms is co-branding. In other words, your website shares branding with the free host. This lessens your credibility with customers and impacts the overall look and design of your site. When you use a free option, you won't be able to expand or customize your site as you wish. You'll have limited access to plugins and tools, and the growth of your site will be limited as a result. When you host your own website, you're truly in control. You can customize your site as you see fit, and you're only limited by your own creativity and imagination. Number three, your website is safe. Now, this one's huge. When you don't host your own site, you can never be too sure about the overall security of your site. When you can choose the CMS or the content management system, the security plugins, and other measures, you can make sure your site has a higher level of security. Plus, many web hosting companies offer 24/7 customer support too, so you have someone you can contact immediately if you ever run into an issue. Now, this was game-changing for me when I first started out. My first website was called ChooseYourFitness.com, and my goal was to basically promote different fitness-related affiliate offers, and I needed to get my site live, and I wasn't about to give up. So I found a helpful article about using a tool called Quick Install to get WordPress live online. Now, WordPress is just a simple website builder that allows you to create any kind of website or blog with different themes and plugins to enhance the functionality of your site based on your needs. Now, the site was called HostGator.com, and they had a quick install tool to make the whole process of getting a WordPress website live pretty quick and painless in just a few steps. Now, here's the thing. To create a profitable website back in 2008, I was trying a lot of different things to customize my site so I could create a good user experience for my audience and sell my stuff. It was a lot more difficult to do this back then than it is now. So looking back, there were countless times I had questions about functionality issues, plugins not working properly, or something being broken. And each time I could call HostGator literally any time of day or night, and each time they would help me out. It was awesome. And so that's really how I learned how to build out my website. Lots of trial and error and a fantastic hosting service that helped me out when I got stuck. I knew that if I hit a snag, I could rely on HostGator and that I was in good hands. They made me feel confident and assured that my website would be good to go and that I'd be okay. Now, believe it or not, one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel was so other people didn't have to go through the nightmare I did when trying to get online. Now, fast forward to 2020, everything is so much easier today than it's ever been. But back then, creating a website was a lot more challenging, especially if you were trying to set it up to make money. There were no page builders or anything like that, so there was a lot of custom stuff that I was doing to my site to set it up to make money. Using HostGator became invaluable for me. Not only were they hosting my website, they were giving me so much tech support 24/7. And I had the assurance and peace of mind and confidence that my site would always be okay. Now, for anyone looking to start online, that kind of support is, in my opinion, absolutely priceless. I still remember being super strapped for money when I started out. And so having to part with $10 a month for hosting costs was a real stretch for me at the time. But genuinely, I can say it quickly became irrelevant in contrast to the overall value I was getting. It's now been over 10 years that I've been with HostGator, hosting hundreds of sites with them. It's been an awesome journey so far. In fact, I remember one Halloween I was promoting hundreds of different Halloween costume websites as an affiliate. And HostGator was able to restore a backup of my websites when I got hacked because I was using the same password for all my sites. It was brutal, but they saved me. And I'm telling you this to make you aware of the importance of having a reliable hosting service so you can have 100% confidence that your website and content is going to be okay day to day. So, what types of web hosting are available? Now, when you begin searching for hosting, you'll notice that there are various hosting options available. The style of hosting you choose will differ based on storage, technical knowledge required, support, speed, and reliability. And just starting out, not all that's real necessary. So I'm going to get into just the breakdown of the most common hosting types. And the good news is they have something for everyone depending on your needs. So you can always choose a different plan accordingly. So shared hosting is typically the cheapest hosting option available. Now with shared hosting, you're renting server space with dozens or hundreds of other sites. The resources on a single server are then shared between all the sites hosted on that specific server. Since there's little technical knowledge required to get it up and running, shared hosting is generally a great entry-level option for those just getting started online. Cloud hosting offers you a network of servers known as the cloud to host your site. Now, this is great for sites that receive a high volume of traffic, as the server load can be distributed over a number of different servers. Now, cloud hosting is very flexible and great for large websites that have a more global audience. VPS hosting. Each private server is divided into individual servers that act in a similar manner to a dedicated server. The server resources are generally shared with other sites, but the number is much smaller than shared hosting. Now, this is a solid choice for sites that need more control in server resources, but don't want to invest in a separate dedicated server. Dedicated server hosting offers you ultimate control and customization. Your website is the only website that's stored on the given server. This gives you more access to server resources and higher site performance overall. Now, this style of hosting is generally more expensive, but is a must-have for more resource-intensive and high-traffic sites. When you're getting started online, it can be tempting to use one of the free options out there, but if you're serious about building a profitable site or service, then you need to take your hosting into your own hands. So when you're just starting out, I recommend you start with shared hosting. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you the way that we recommend at Websites Made Easy to get started with HostGator and install WordPress when you're just starting out. So of course, make sure you're over at HostGator.com, then go ahead and click on Get Started. Now here's where we're going to choose your hosting plan. And when first getting started, I would recommend the Hatchling plan if you only want one domain. Now, if you want multiple domains, I would go with the Baby plan. That's the difference between the two. You don't need the business plan now. And the good news is you can always change plans to suit your needs. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Hatchling plan and then click on Buy Now. Now, this is where you will select your domain name. Now, if you already have a domain name, you would select this and then just type it in here. And I'm going to assume for this tutorial that you are registering a new domain name. So right here, go ahead and type in your domain name. Now, if you haven't thought this through, I would recommend using your first and last name to brand yourself or your business name and try to stay away from hyphens if possible. So I've gone ahead and entered my name and the .com is available, and you can choose whatever you'd like, .com, .net, .org, whatever you're comfortable with. These days, it really doesn't matter so much. Then you want to head down. We'll go to step 2, which is choose a hosting plan. Now we selected the Hatchling plan. You want to enter a username here. Now for the billing cycle, you want to toggle this, and you have several options here. I would select the full year, as this is going to make it slightly cheaper, as well as unlock a free domain as well. And I'm going to give you a coupon code that's going to save you 60%. So you have that as well. And you want to enter in a security PIN. And that's it for step 2. Then step 3, pretty straightforward. You want to enter in your billing information and your credit card information. You can also pay with PayPal. So whatever you're comfortable with here. Then we'll head down to step 4, which is additional services. And by default, there is some services here that are selected that you don't need. So, and again, you can always choose to get these later on if you'd like, depending on your needs. For now, really don't need these, okay? And then right here, you're gonna enter in host hero. And then once you validate it, you'll see it'll bring the cost even down further, which is awesome. So this is going to save you 60% off your entire hosting, depending on the hosting package you chose. So if we head back up, you'll see, pretty awesome, right? So you save the most there. And it's going to also unlock the 3-step WTC system if you'd like to learn how to properly set up your website or blog to get traffic and customers so you can start generating money with your new website or blog. So ultimately, whatever you're comfortable with. And to be transparent, we have partnered with HostGator to bring you this offer, and we do get a commission for everybody that does sign up. And this is really a win-win because you get a great price and a free course if you'd like, and we get a commission. Okay, awesome. We are set to jet. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill out the rest of this information and process this order so you can see the next steps. Okay, so I've gone ahead and filled everything out and got everything validated. Cost has gone down. And then all you want to do is go ahead and select here. And then when you're ready, check out now. Awesome, and congratulations. You are the proud owner of your new website or blog. And now we're going to look for a couple of emails from HostGator. And these are really important. This is how we're going to install WordPress within HostGator, okay? So I'm going to head to my email and show you what you should look for. Okay, so I'm in my email and I want to draw your attention to several emails that you need to pay attention to when you first sign up with HostGator. Okay, so the first one right here, we'll start with the Launchpad. So you want to click this, and what this is basically HostGator wants to verify your email address just for security purposes. So you want to click this link and verify. And this is going to ensure that your site doesn't get paused or anything like that, because they want to make sure you are who you say you are. Okay, so make sure you do that. So we're done with this. And these are just best practices, what I've experienced over the years. So this way there's no hangups when you're, trying to get your site live online or anything going forward. Okay, so next is this one right here. So it says, thank you for choosing HostGator. Now what we're gonna do is log into the portal area right here. So go ahead and click this right here. And also be sure to grab your password and, of course, your email address that you signed up with. So once you're squared away with that, go ahead and log in. Now what we want to do is ensure your new domain is pointing to the right name servers. So sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. So it's always good to make sure this is set up properly so your website will display online. You don't have to worry about the technical jargon of all this. This just needs to be set up properly. Okay, so go to domains, and here's the domain right here. Then go ahead and click on more, and then head over here where it says name servers. Okay, and then all you have to do is select this, automatically point my domain to my hosting account, and then click save name servers, and that's it. Now really pay attention to this. This is really important. If you purchased your domain from somewhere else like GoDaddy, Namecheap, any other place, you need to contact them and tell them that they need to update the name servers and point them to HostGator. So we'll head back to our email, and then you want to access your HostGator.com, your account info, and you want to give them these name servers. So you contact whoever you purchased the domain from, tell them that you want to update the name servers to these, and that's it. So we are done here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and log out. I'll close this out. I'll head back to the email. We'll go to the next step. So we'll head back here, and now we want to access where it says HostGator your account info, and this is where we're going to install WordPress. So you want to click this, copy your password, then remember your username, and then go ahead and click this right here, the control panel link. And this is your cPanel. Now there's a lot going on here. Don't let it concern you. We're just going to one thing in here. So I'll close this out, and we're going to head down here to software and services. And then you want to click on quick install. And this is where we're going to install WordPress. Then click on WordPress right here. Select your domain name. Click next. Okay, awesome. You are just about done. I've gone ahead and filled in this information. So if your blog title, put in your blog title, your business name or your name. Admin user, I always select admin or my first name. For your first name, of course, first name, last name, that's self-explanatory. And your admin email. Make sure this is a good email address. If you ever have to update your password with your WordPress site, this is the email it will go to. So make sure that's good. And that's it. And then go ahead and click on Terms of Service Agreement and get ready to have your website live online. So go ahead and click on Install. And that is it. Pretty awesome, right? In under 10 minutes. Okay, we are set to jet. This green check mark means we are good to go, and we're going to take a peek. So all I want you to do is just right under installation details, right click your domain and open it up in a new tab. Don't close this page out because we want to grab our username and password. And you will get access to all these details in your email as well. So just to make it easy, we will log in here. And you might get an error message saying that this page isn't available yet, and you might have to wait until everything with your new website or blog is set up. And this can take no time at all or several hours. And this is normal. It takes a while for your new domain and website to settle, and it can take some time to become live online. So don't worry about this. And I've actually waited a little bit, and mine is now live right now. But you might see an error page. Don't freak out if that happens to you. Also, if you've skipped one of the steps that we went through, this could be an issue as well. So go ahead and click on admin login, and this is where you'll log into the back end of your WordPress website. And now I'm just going to grab my login credentials, paste that in, and this is your WordPress dashboard. Remind me later. Awesome. So congratulations. You now have a WordPress website or blog live online. You should be pumped. Now, remember earlier when I said without a vision for your website or blog, it can become a challenge to run because you need a big why or a big purpose to help drive you forward. You don't want your website or blog to become a virtual paperweight, which is all style and no substance. So to remedy this, we've created the WTC System Special Offer, which stands for Website, Traffic, and Customers. Now, this is for people that are serious about building a website or blog. Now, this benefits you as it allows for you to have a vision for your website or blog so you can create a bigger picture of what you can accomplish. Now, the goal is to give you a roadmap so you can get the most out of your new website or blog, and you're not left to just figure it out on your own. Whether you want to create an impact, sell your stuff, or just have a cool optimized site that has a good user experience, you're covered with my WTC system. Now, to take advantage of this, all you need to do is use that special coupon code HostHero when signing up for hosting with HostGator. That's it. Now, once you've signed up, you'll get the confirmation email from HostGator, the one with the subject line HostGator.com, your account info. All you need to do is just forward it to me at james@websitesmadeeasy.tv and let me know that you want access to the system. And my team and I will be in touch with you to grant you free access to the WTC system. Also, be sure to check out the notes below for any updates or changes. Now, just to be clear, we're only offering this for a limited time, and we only want people who are serious in taking part in this. So if you're ready to get started, then jump on it now. Now, if this doesn't interest you, that's completely cool. I've also included a couple links to some video tutorials so you can get up and going with your new website or blog, and I'll leave those in the notes below. And maybe I'll see you on the other side, so thanks for watching.